Mic check. Hey, y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? This guy. I remember him. The man accused of shooting up a family reunion, getting into a verbal altercation, going back home, getting a gun, body armor, coming back and shooting at a black family. You remember him? You know, this happened back in June. Let's see, this news, they're reporting on it June 8th. So around June 8th, the 8th-ish, this happened. And originally, this guy got off with one aggravated assault charge after shooting to a crowd of people. And my very first thought was, how did he get away with shooting at multiple people and only get one charge? When most people know, all you have to do is raise your voice in a daycare and you can get 22 disorderly conducts or 25 cruelty to children's. If you do anything in a daycare or on a school bus or any of those things with kids involved, they will charge you for every single child in the vicinity. So the fact that he shot into a group of people and only got one aggravated assault charge was wild to me. I was calling out the district attorney. I had found the district attorney and everything. I was calling him out all on the internet. I think I went to a post asking, hey, why is this guy only getting one aggravated assault? Of course, they never responded. But I wanted to know myself. I found him on Facebook, and I wanted to know myself.
Thank you so much, Yolanda. Well, in Lee County now, a man is behind bars after he reportedly showed up at a large gathering Sunday night in body armor and opened fire with an AR-style rifle.
He got into an argument. He went home. He put on body armor. He grabbed his rifle, and then he came back. And then he shot into a group of people. One of the guys there was a Marine veteran. And I think one or a couple people fired back at him, hitting him. So one of the veterans fired back and hit him. And I think he hit a person also. And he only received the one aggravated assault. Let's see if it's here. The Lee County Sheriff's Office, the DA. I wonder, do they name the DA in this article? I literally searched the DA for that area to see who it was, to see what he looked like, to see why this person was only getting one aggravated assault. Lee County Sheriff's Office, arrest made in the following incident on Autumn Leaf Drive, June 7th, approximately 9:14 p.m. He did not get a hate crime charge. He did not get any cruelty to children charges. He did not get any attempted murder charges. He originally got one aggravated assault charge. Now, fast forward to today. Today, the GBI the GBI conducted their investigation. I'm not sure how soon after this happened, but the GBI stepped in. They conducted their own investigation. Apparently, he worked on a military base or was a firefighter or some type of emergency responder. I think he was placed on leave with the one aggravated assault. And then the GBI got to investigating, and he had a court date today. So he was originally out on just $5,000 bond, one aggravated assault, and then he had court today. And they locked his ass back up and charged him with 29 aggravated assaults. Now that's
this video first. This is the shooting video out of Lee County.
The GBI doing their job unequivocally. I'm glad they didn't give him any type of privilege or anything. But where's that court appearance? I want to see the court appearance. I want to see him getting in court. Well, I want to see that court. They got a court video. Hey, that's them running. Fair use. Just borrowing it.
Now, according
No
to the Lee
sound.
County Sheriff's Office, a man identified as Jeffry Kinzer opened up fire at a fountain.
He originally got 1 aggravated assault. Okay, here we go. This is him in court. Jeffry Tyler Kinzer, who was accused of opening fire during a family gathering in Lee County, appeared in court. So, after GBI did their thing, that's the DA right there. That's the DA. That's him. I remember his face. He the one that originally gave him the 1 aggravated assault. GBI did their investigation, and they upgraded that to 29.
Good morning. Welcome to a calendar call for bond motions and case.
Right, this article here says GBI is assisting with the racially charged shooting. 100% racially charged. $5,000 bond. He works as a firefighter at the Marine Corps Logistics Base in Albany. And then the person that he shot at was actually a Marine Corps veteran. Now, that's crazy. So original charges happened in Lee County, Georgia. Initially charged 1 count of aggravated assault during a July the 9th, 26 court appearance. The state proposed additional 29 additional counts of aggravated assault and 30 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the kind of charges you're supposed to get when you shoot into a crowd of people. Okay? It doesn't matter. Black, white, purple, or green. There should not be no 2-tier justice system where people get slaps on the wrist for doing some of the most outlandish, crazy, some of the wildest stuff you have ever seen. Luckily, no one was killed during this. So Kinzer drove past a large, peaceful family reunion and hurled racial insults, including the N-word once again. And I have some people in my comment section talking about trying to compare when black people use the N-word amongst each other and comparing it to racially charged with the hard R. Like, if you don't know the difference, then I mean, that IQ shit y'all be talking about is just BS. That's for lack of better words, that high IQ shit y'all be talking about is complete BS if you don't understand the difference between the two. So he returned to the area on foot minutes later wearing body armor and an AR. So he opened fire toward the gathering, and an attendee who was a Marine veteran returned fire in self-defense, hitting Kinzer. Following his initial $5,000 bond, he was taken back into custody following his July 2026 court appearance. Good job, DBI. Good job. So, I wouldn't wish jail on my own worst enemy. This guy definitely deserves jail, though. Found the video.
R-15
Fair
to shoot
use.
at a family gathering last month is back in jail tonight.
After a single aggravated assault charge. But now he faces new charges and a much larger bond.
Carla, Greg, Kinzer's attorneys filed a motion that would allow him to return.
I want to see that new bond photo. I mean, that new mugshot. I want to see the new mugshot. Okay, I like how this lady is just getting straight to the point, and all the beating around the bush and sugarcoating. She not trying to hear it. She ain't on none of that. I'm proud of Georgia too. Being in Georgia for the majority of life, consider myself from Georgia. I'm proud of Georgia getting this one right finally. I don't know what took so long, but maybe this guy, they need to get that guy up out of there.
Your Honor, the
incident that started was from him driving on the public roadway and beginning a verbal altercation with people, and later firing his firearm at him.
I'm not in favor of him being in that neighborhood at all. I just
So the judge says he's not even in favor of him being in the neighborhood. That's where he lived, by the way. He lives on the same street. So the judge is probably about to tell him he can't even go back to his own house. Imagine how enraged that guy must be for being that stupid to do that.
believe that to allow that is to put him in a perilous situation as well as others.
Family members who were
I appreciate that, man. It's just kind of straightforward. I'm proud of Georgia. I'm proud that this judge and this state. I'm not sure who this lady is, but that guy, I don't like that one ag assault charge, not one bit. I think these might be some of the people supporting the family that he fired upon.
were there when the shooting occurred also attended the hearing. They say their biggest concern is Kinzer being released on bond.
And I'm in the process of trying to relocate because I just do not feel safe that he even may get another bond. I just don't feel safe with him being in that neighborhood at all.
So I rock with that judge. He looked like he's old, but he is definitely not senile or anything close, because he realized what type of risk it would be to let a person that just disregarded all law and went and activated as if he's some type of military and put on body armor and grabbed a firearm about some type of roadway verbal exchange. Now, this is literally the definition of chimping out. Okay? This is what they want you to believe, that only melanated or black people chimp out, but he 1,000% chipped out right there. And now he probably regrets it. His wife is probably going to divorce him because of it.